What's good, everybody? It's your boy T110E4 Blitz back at it again with another video. And today we are on what used to be my account, but this is actually my dad's account. Yes, my dad plays Blitz, by the way. Showcasing another tank that I currently do not own, and that is the T110E4. This is the Tier 10 American Tech Tree Tank Destroyer that pretty much performs like a heavy tank. You've got armor and very deadly alpha combined with that. And if we were to take a look at the stats, you could see that the turret's front is upwards of 258mm thick, with its hull being upwards of 254mm thick. And to put that into a perspective against another tank destroyer, this being the AMX-50 Foch, you could see that there is a pretty large chunk of auto ricochets on the vehicle. Although you have two cheeks right here that are only 67mm thick, those are still going to be pretty hard hits. You have a lower plate right here ranging upwards of 150 to 160mm thick, and a very troll hatch. Sometimes, now that Wargaming decided that they wanted to make the turret a little more aerodynamic, once they gave it PBR graphics, they did the same thing along with the hatch, and it's pretty troll. Still upwards of 203mm thick in some cases, and the troll spots, yeah, upwards of 279 in most cases. If we were to load heats, on the other hand, you could see that the turret cheeks are now visible within the range of penetration against another tank destroyer, having upwards of 324 to 351, and the entire upper plate as well is pretty much going to be a auto penetration along with that. Upon using its 6 degrees of gun depression with heat shells, it's really not going to make a difference, as you are still able to cut through the cheeks of the turret. The hatch, however, is going to be a pretty hard hit. And then with standard ammo, good luck trying to pen those cheeks. It is upwards of 369 to 337. The majority of tanks, especially when this tank is poking over a solid ridgeline using that gun depression, yeah, it's a very strong factor that comes to the T110E4. Side of the tank looks like this. You have the side of the turret upwards of 160mm thick, and then the side upwards of 129 and 76mm thick towards the front and the back side of the engine deck right here. When I load HEs, for example, the sides of the tank are pretty much going to be vulnerable to any form of HEs against another tank destroyer, having a damage output with this one being upwards of 465 to 775. And here is the rear. You got the engine deck right here that's upwards of 38, along with the rear upwards of 49. The thing I like, though, about the T110E4 is that it has a damage per minute factor of 2,982, combined with a 12.68 second reload time. But in another case, if you decide to run gun rammer on your T110E4, you can bring the reload time down to 11.79, which is absolutely insane for the damage factors that come out of this tank. And it also raises the damage per minute by upwards of 3,207. But upon my understanding, I love running calibrated shells because if you could see, the premium pen is absolutely insane. And speaking of pen, you have upwards of 289 on the standard, 402 on the premium, and 105 on the high explosive. Its aim time is also okay in terms of the speed of the reticle aiming in, having an aiming time of 4.7 seconds with a dispersion of 0.318. Since this tank destroyer has a turret, it is able to turn upwards of 90 degrees as well along with that. And then maneuverability-wise, you can see the tank has a top speed of 37 kilometers per hour with a terrible reverse of 10, with the power-to-weight ratio of 16.1, turret turn rate is 15.93, and hull turn rate is 34.77. And here we are in game number 1. Let's see what they got in terms of tank destroyers. An FV215B183, a Grill 15, along with a T30. Alright, so what I'm going to do, make my way over towards this side and see if I can peck off some tanks that are trying to cross this area over here. Gonna go along with my Caro and my M6Yo. Let's see what they got that is going to be pushing upwards towards this side of the map. Alright. Can use our solid camo factors while at it. See if we could get a shell into one of these guys. Fortunately, the shell didn't end up going where I expected it to go. And my teammates are just pushing me out in the open. Like, oh my gosh, guys, you guys are crazy. All right, let's see. We got the T-30 that's crossing as well. Let's see. Still missed the shot. Oh my goodness. Yikes. All right, looks like they got the grill off to the side as well along with that. So, aiming on in. There we go. 1001 taken off of his tank. Alrighty, we're going to reload once again and see. Got the E75 that's going to poke again. Got the grill once again. And he is dead. We literally took all of his armor away, which is pretty solid. And now they have a couple of other tanks over towards the side, like the IS-7 over here. So we're going to aim on into his tank. Get a nice shot for 676 into his vehicle. And what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to back on up because I know the majority of their tanks are just going to flat out just annihilate us. All right. So, got two enemies over towards the side. We have an IS-7 over there that's low health. So, let's see. We got two enemies over towards the side. We're going to aim in on that T-30 as he is trying to cross. There we go. Nice shot for 620 into his tank. The Object 260 is going to tunnel us at the same time. Oh, we do have the VK over here as well. So, we are going to... Oh, there is that E75. Nice shot for 578 into his tank. We're going to continue to stay in this spot right here as the E75 is going to try to move along. All right. We're going to see... Oh, we do get a bounce. All right. We're going to aim in on the 260 and get a nice shot for 584 into his tank. And we are upwards of 4,000 damage at this point. All right. All right. We're going to hopefully make sure that they finish him off. We're going to make our way over towards the Chieftain over towards this side. See if we can get some nice bonks into him. There we go. Nice 954 shot into his vehicle. And he is literally dead. Oh, and they end up bouncing him. Are we able to get the clear on him? Let's find out. Unfortunately, we are not. But hey, that was an insane game demonstrating the positive factors about the T110E4. In this game, we were able to do 5222 damage in the process, come out with a first class, and do... top on the team, boys. Let's get it. And battle number 2 is within us. Let's see. They have a 263 and a WT in terms of tank destroyers. Alrighty, so what we are going to do, make our way over towards... No, I'm just going to go to the hill. Alright. Yep, we're just going to go over towards this side, over to the hill. See if we can peck off some of the tanks that try to poke over the ridge lines. We got two mediums already spotted in the process, along with an E75, and it looks like a lot of their team is already being spotted at this point. All right, we're going to make our way on over, see if we can spot the 30B. Oh, nope, we are not, but there is that 263 all the way in the back. Nice shot into his tank for 554. We're going to reload once again and see if we can get another badonker into his vehicle. Looks like he is over in that same spot right there. We're not able to spot him at the moment, which is not ideal. Got the super conk off to the side. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to make my way upward towards the hill right over here. All right, and we are not bonked in during the process. We got the super conk over to the side as well. So what I'm going to do, make my way over towards this side, see if I can get some bonks into some of the enemies over here. All right. Want to be careful, though. There is that 263 once again. He's going to poke again. And we are able to... Oh, the shell just goes low. I was expecting to hit the side of his track wheel. All right, which is not ideal. All right, we are going to aim in once again in on his tank. He's not able to spot us at the moment. We're able to get a nice HE into his tank, which is better than nothing. So what I'm just going to do, continue to move on back so he doesn't spot me. All right, keep on moving back. I can honestly care less if he hits me in the process, but that is okay. All right, looks like my Moss is the only one over here, so I want to try to see if I can help him to the best of his ability. All right, we're going to make our way over towards this side and see if we can get some bonks into some of these guys. Oh, the shell just misses his roof. All right. Alright, Karo's going to come along with me in the process. We're going to see if we can try to get some more bonks into these enemies over here. That got that 215B poking again. There we go. Nice shot into his tank for 663. Put on our accelerated reload. See if we can get some more shells into some of these enemies right here. There is that 215B. We are going to get a nice HE into his hatch. A bit of a low roll, but I'm fine with that as his health is brought down to literally nothing. And he is cleared in the process, which is nice. Alright, so we're going to poke on over, see what we can do. Oh, we do get a bounce. We got that E75 moving on up. We're able to get a nice shot for 697 into his tank. We're going to mosey on back. And what we are going to do is just remain right here. Focus in on that E75. Don't really care if he gets a shell into me during the process. There he is. Very nice shot into the top of his tank for 508. We're going to reload once again. See if we can try to get another shot into the E75 right here. We're going to aim on him once again. He does miss his shot, which is pretty unfortunate on his behalf. But we're able to get another shot for 512 into his tank. And now we are going to make our way down towards the hill and try to see if we can get some bonks into the 30B. All right, he looks like he has his tank aimed back right there. There we go, 943 shot into his vehicle. We're going to give him a love tap. And there we go. We are able to do a 4K game. That is some of the potential scenarios on how you can use the T110E4 to the best of your advantage. We are able to pull another first class in the process and do top on the team once again. I gotta admit, for a tank destroyer that pretty much performs like a heavy tank, absolutely love this tank. In my personal opinion, it has to rank up there as being one of the top tank destroyers in the game. Honest opinion, period. Hopefully you guys did end up enjoying today's video on behalf. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And make sure to turn on those bell notifications so you'll be notified whenever I upload any new videos. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace out, y'all. I do really like the legendary camo of the E4, by the way. It just looks really nice. Alright, we got that Leopard 1 that's going to poke on upwards. Oh, yeah! We are able to get a nice ammo rack into his vehicle. That is something I love, man. It just pumps me up whenever a moment like that happens. And I agree, F Leo on that. Holy cow.